Yo, it's your boy Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider, and welcome to another episode of the Angry Blerd podcast, where I'll be discussing all the news that has caught my eye this week. Alright, we're gonna get into some video game news first, because that was the main thing that, I don't really get that much news on video games that really catch my eye or things around it. So, let's talk about one of the bombs that occurred, this year? Last year? Because we got two bombs in a succession. So, a bomb from this year. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. As I talked about before, was a major flop. But apparently, Rocksteady has laid off several staff following the flop. A few anonymous employees told Eurogamer that the Rocksteady quality assurance team had been cut from 33 members to 15, with the poor sales of Suicide Squad being cited directly. And it's funny because this game is still live, so I don't know how many people are playing it. But 18 staff members were affected, reportedly, including junior employees and veteran team members who were at the studio for more than 5 years. So I was just like, yeah, no one wanted a live service looter shooter. This game would have been fantastic if it would have been a standalone story game. You would think that they would learn from the Avengers flop, but no. I mean, a $200 million hit in revenue. All right. So while we're talking about Warner Brothers games, let's just talk about Hogwarts Legacy. So since the Harry Potter Quidditch Champions game came out on Tuesday, there's been some questions about Hogwarts Legacy 2. And Warner Brothers Discovery CFO Gunnar Vandefels said during an interview at the Bank of America's Media, Communications and Entertainment Conference on Wednesday, he said that there is certainly a significant growth contribution that games business in our strategic outlook. And he said it's definitely going to be happening. And he said, obviously, a successor to Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities in a couple of years down the road. And honestly, I'm all for it. The only thing I don't want to do, like if this is a direct sequel to Hogwarts Legacy, I don't want to have to rebuild my character from scratch. So since I already own the game, I want to be able to import that data from Hogwarts Legacy 1 to whatever Hogwarts Legacy sequel is. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get in like the next 3 to 4 years, like within the same shelf life of the PS5, Xbox, what the fuck is that shit called? Xbox Series S and X. I almost said Xbox One. But yeah, I mean, why not, right? And a lot of people were like, but nobody played the game. No, the game sold. It just had a low completion rate. Like, I was talking to somebody about this on Reddit. It had a 33.9% completion rate. And I can honestly say I at least know 2 people who beat it. Myself and my friend DJ, who I let borrow the game. But other than that, cool. I'm down for it. So, since we're talking about Warner Brothers and DC, let's talk about Sony. So Sony released a game about 2.5 weeks ago called Concord. You know, they were geeking this game up for like the longest. Came out on August 20th. It got mixed reviews and very poor sales, to the point where I'm recording this on the 7th. As of September 6th, on September 3rd, Sony announced that the game would be shut down on September 6th. So literally 2 weeks after it came out. 2 weeks after it was released. And if you bought the game digitally, you will be getting a refund. So this was a sci-fi player versus player hero shooter. That's obviously in the first person perspective. but 16 characters were in the game, and they were supposed to have free post-launch updates that would include more characters and maps. I believe this game took 7 years to make. 8 years, according to Firehawk Studios, who was the developer. And a lot of people who bought this physically, I feel bad for them. But a few people who bought the controller that Sony released, they have a collector's item now, because I do believe it has officially sold out on PlayStation Direct. So the only way you can get it now is through a second party, a la eBay, OfferUp, PlayStation. Not PlayStation. Facebook Marketplace. Let's actually check for see if it's even still listed on the Sony website. DualSense controllers. Why are you opening a new window? Concord wireless controller, $84.99, which is actually the most expensive controller that they've released, because the Astrobot controller is $10 less. That's also sold out, by the way. And the Spider-Man controller was $79.99. But yeah, sold out. So, you know what? Let's check eBay real quick. See if people are already selling it for like $150. All right. Concord PS5. Yep, here we go. So the controller is being sold by somebody for $287.47 with $18.05 of shipping. Somebody's selling theirs for $105. A few people are also selling the game for $109, $119, $94, $200, $95. Looks like somebody bought a bunch of them in bulk. It looks like the UK. No, Portland, Oregon, but he bought the UK edition of the game. He bought, how many copies did this fool buy? 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like 2 stacks of 8, so 16. It looked like he bought over 20 copies. And it's like, come on now. Apparently he said Amazon sent them to him, so I don't know. Someone's selling their controller for $294. Someone's selling the game and the controller for $409. Here's what I don't get. Don't sell. The game is useless. There's not going to be any servers. This is a live service game, so there is no standalone story like Avengers. Somebody's selling their copy for $70, which is standard controller. $250, $297, $299. Somebody's got a crap ton of them again, selling for $99 each, $109, so on and so forth. But secondary market is going to be pretty much flooded with Concord for like the next couple of years. It's just like, when are people going to learn? Stop buying stuff in bulk to, raise the price of it for people who can't get it. It's like, I wonder how many people still have first gen PS1s. I mean, not PS1s. First gen PS5s in their like garage because they were being greedy during the pandemic and just buying them and basically forcing people like me to, pray that we could get one from GameStop with a bundle. Unfortunately, that was the only downside about it, was you had to get a bundle. Like, I still haven't played the damn Destruction All Stars games, but okay. So let's get into an update for the sequel for the Batman. So there was a lot of rumors that the Batman 2 would have the Gentleman Ghost in it, who is he a classic Batman villain? Let me see when this fool was created. Gentleman Ghost was created in 1947. So yes, he is a classic Batman villain. Is he a Batman villain? Oh, well, he first appeared in The Flash, so I've always known him to be a Batman villain. But yeah, so Matt Reeves said no, he will not be in the sequel. He was doing an interview with SFX magazine, He said, what was important to me was to find a way to take these pop icons, these mythical creatures that everyone knows, and translate it so Gotham feels like a place in our world. We might push the edge on the fantastical, but we would never go into full fantastical. It's meant to feel quite grounded.
What?
It doesn't mean you won't see characters that people love. That's exactly what we want to do. Gentleman Ghost is probably pushed a bit too far for us to find a way to do. But there is a fun way to think about how we would take characters that might push over into a bit of the fantastical and find a way to make sense of that. So, you know what I got from that? We're not giving you any type of superpowered villains or supernatural villains. So, no Gentleman Ghost. I don't think we're going to get a Venom induced Bane. Possibly not a Killer Croc. If so, they'll do it like some stupid way, like they did with Joker in the deleted scene. He has a very weird skin condition. I think they also did it that way in Batman Earth 1 Volume 2. But yeah, he also confirmed that this is another mystery film. It's like, I'm trying to think of like Batman villains, and I'm honestly drawing a blank. I mean, I read so many damn comics. It's like I really can't think of anybody. Batman, Bane, Joker, Killer Croc, Catwoman, obviously. Oh, we already had Riddler, Two-Face, the Arkham Knight. Hopefully the sequel deals with the Court of Owls, because you can kind of touch on the fantastical for that. All right, here we go. List of Batman family enemies: Bane, Black Mask, Catwoman, Clayface, Deadshot, Firefly, Harley Quinn, Hugo Strange, Hush, Joker. I would like to see a Hush movie, but it has to be truly adapted to the comic, which it really can't be done since there is no Superman in that universe, and he might not want to touch Poison Ivy with a 10-foot pole. Joker, Killer Croc, Killer Moth, Mad Hatter, Man-Bat, Mr. Freeze. We already got Penguin, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, Riddler, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Ventriloquist, and Victor Zsasz. You can do Anarchy, Calculator, Calendar Man, Catman, Clayface, but also that's fantastical. Clock King, Clue Master, Copperhead, Simon Hurt, Deathstroke, who was really a Teen Titans villain, but hey, Electrocutioner, the Great White Shark, Dueladent, or is it Dula? I have no idea. KG Beast, Kite Man, Maxi Zeus, Onomatopoeia, who I just said like when I reviewed Cape Crusader, very decent villain. Prometheus, Ragdoll, Ratcatcher, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Dandel Savage, and White Rabbit. Or you can also bring in the League of Assassins with Bronze Tiger, Cheshire, Malcolm Merlin, the Dark Archer, David Kane, Damien Dark, Dr. Moon, Kagiri, Lady Shiva, Mad Dog, Onyx, Nissa Ratko, Professor Oho, Talia al Ghul, Flamingo, Phosphorus Rex, Professor Pig, Weasel, Jezebel Jet, Mr. Toad, King Kraken, Swagman. What the hell is Swagman? I don't know. But it just sucks that we just give us like the kooky villains, okay? I want a Mr. Freeze in a Batman movie, okay? We need to get the taste of Arnold Schwarzenegger out of our mouths.
Hey, yo!
Pause. But I don't get why people just don't want to touch on the supernatural and the super villainy of Batman. It's like Christopher Nolan. Bane is just some dude with upper respiratory issues. Joker never fell in a vat of chemicals, so I don't know. I'm over it. Alright, what is my next story? But I'm letting y'all know there's no review, so I'm gonna try to milk this for at least 30 minutes, excluding the W ad, fuck you loco, because that's only a minute. So we got a bit of news. It didn't necessarily come out of the blue, but yeah, guys, Linkin Park is back. So Linkin Park did a live stream on Wednesday, I want to say. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. They announced that they are coming out with a new album and that they have a new lead singer who is Emily Armstrong. So the album is called From Zero, which was the band's original name. And that album will be coming out in November, I believe. Let me double check. Great, so you're not showing me the release date on linkinpark.com. So now I have to go to Wikipedia. So From Zero will be released on November 15th. It will have 11 songs. The first single is out already. It's called The Emptiness Machine. And they will be going on tour starting on September 11th. So they'll be going on tour in the United States, Germany, the UK, South Korea, and Colombia. So I've never heard of Emily Armstrong before this, but she was the co-founder of a group called Dead Sarah. I think Samir actually used to listen to them. He might still listen to them, but she's been getting a lot of hate online because, you know, they're like, everyone's like, she's replacing Chester. She's not necessarily replacing Chester. She is just taking over. No one can replace Chester. It's the same thing as when Queen reformed about a decade ago and they got Adam Lambert to become the lead vocalist. So people have been attacking her because she did the one thing that we all do when, like, you know, somebody like a friend of ours is in trouble. We support them in any way we can. So she actually wrote a letter in support of Danny Masterson when he was on trial about 2 years ago, something like that. But she actually came out and made a post on Instagram. She said, "Hi, I'm Emily. I'm new to so many of you, and I wanted to clear the air about something that happened a while back. 7 years ago, I was asked to support someone I considered a friend at a court appearance and went to one early hearing as an observer. Soon after that, I realized I shouldn't have. I always try to see the good in people, and I misjudged him. I have never spoken to him since. Unimaginable details emerged, and he was later found guilty. To say it as clearly as possible, I do not condone abuse or violence against women, and I empathize with the victims of these crimes." So yeah, like everyone's like, "Oh, you know, you're part of the Church of Scientology," and so on and so forth. It's just like, come on, man. Stop trying to find reasons to hate people, okay? The band has to continue. I think Brad is the only person who did not come back when they got back together, and because I think they also have a new drummer. No, it was Rob, not Brad. So yeah, they have a new drummer and obviously a new lead vocalist. But yeah, I mean, I listened to the first single. It was cool. I will hyperlink the live stream in the description of this episode because I can't play anything because of, you know, digital copyright, and I'm not trying to get this episode flagged. But you guys can listen to it. She did cover a few Linkin Park songs, and she does sound good, but obviously she's not Chester. That might be the name of the episode. I don't know yet, but I can't wait to listen to the new episode, the new album. Like I said, November 15th for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. Y'all listen to this ad for Dubby, and I'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby gives you focus and energy without the crash and jitters. It has no sugar, fillers, or artificial dyes. Mix one packet or scoop into 8 or 12 ounces of water. Stir or shake well. Some powderiness is normal, and it has all the important vitamins. So this has vitamin C, B3, B6, and B12. And it's made from coffee fruit extract. So drink it and go conquer a task, and go to dubby.gg and use my promo code angryblerd10 at checkout to save 10% on your order. That's dubby.gg with promo code angryblerd10. All right, guys, I'm back. Had to go make a smoothie because I forgot my Dubby in my truck like an idiot. My work truck, which I can't get into. I needed something to take my vitamins with. All right. So this is a two-part story because I believe it was 2 weeks ago. It might have been last week. I don't know. Time is a stupid construct that I hate. So we got some good news and some bad news. So the Masters of the Universe film has found its evil Lynn, and that will be Allison Brie from, wasn't she on Community? I swear I always be getting her and Brie Lawson mixed up. It's just the Brie of it all. It's like, why you got the name of cheese? Yeah, Community. I didn't watch Community. The only thing I ever saw her in consistently was Glow, which was the Glorious Ladies of Wrestling, which sucks that Netflix canceled it because of the pandemic. Very good TV show. Going to her filmography. Oh, she was the voice of Princess Unikitty in the Lego movie. I watched Get Hard, but not really because I was busy. She was in a movie called Freelance with John Cena. I think that one went straight on the man. Oh, she was also the voice of Planetina in the Rick and Morty episode. So yeah, shout out to her. But yes, she will be Evil Lynn. And unfortunately, Camila Mendez had to step away from the I Know What You Did Last Summer revival film because of her joining the cast of Masters of the Universe as Teela. It is what it is. But apparently the cast of the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot will be Madeline Klein, Sarah Pidgeon, Tariq Winters, and Jonah Howard King. And Sony is also trying to get Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. to reprise their roles. So it is what it is. You know, things happen all the time. You know, people get shuffled around in the Hollywood playhouse of, are we going to do this or not? Are these people offering more money, or are these people offering more money? But hey, I can't wait to watch both films. Next story. Beau Demayo, who I told you guys was fired from X-Men 97 due to claims of sexual harassment, is clapping back at Marvel in the best way he can. So he's got a lawyer. I already told you guys all that stuff. But he is giving updates on, you know, the situation with Marvel by using his OnlyFans as the platform to do that. So yeah, he's been airing his grievances on OnlyFans, and like, as we all know, it's a subscription-based platform where you can get various amount of content. A lot of it is corno. But yeah, apparently he streamed a 30-minute response on September 4th where he claimed that the rumors being spread about him online are lies and they are offensive. I'm going to say this because it's quoted. The rumors about me being spread online are lies and they are offensive, but more concern is that they are a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up the egregious prejudicial misconduct stretching from select crew members of X-Men 97 all the way to the top at Marvel Studios. And apparently his attorney is seeking to have an allegedly illegal non-disparagement provision removed from the writer's exit package documents, claiming that Marvel has removed Demayo's name from the credits for the upcoming second season of X-Men 97 after he spoke out following his firing. It quotes the filing as follows: Demayo, who intends to detail his prior employment with Marvel via OnlyFans, bore witness to and endured rampant discriminatory and harassing conduct during his years-long tenure with the company. Well aware that Demayo possessed copious knowledge regarding Marvel's illicit and unsafe employment practices, the company sought to silence Demayo as part of his forced ouster. So Disney hasn't responded to anything. But honestly, I am not subscribing to his OnlyFans. I will get whatever I can from other sources. Let's actually see if you guys want to subscribe and get some tea and some non-explicit photos from Beau. You can go to his OnlyFans page, and that is onlyfans.com/bonelyfans, and it's $9.99 a month. So the teaser trailer for the Minecraft movie came out, and honestly, I don't care. I'm not a fan of Minecraft the game. I don't know if my goddaughter listens to this podcast, but sorry, Alicia, I'm not. I'm glad you enjoy it. But it was a teaser trailer, and it's just like, what the hell is Jason Momoa wearing? He looks like does this like take place in the 80s or something? So I'm just going to read the press release. So it said, Minecraft the movie concerns four misfits: Garrett, the garbage man Garrison, who's played by Jason Momoa, Henry, who is played by Sebastian Eugene Hansen, Natalie, who is played by Emma Myers from Wednesday, and Dawn, who is played by Danielle Brooks, find themselves struggling with ordinary problems when they are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into the overworld, a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world, then protect it from evil things like piglins and zombies too, while embarking on a magical quest with an unexpected crafter, Steve, played by Jack Black. Together, their adventure will challenge all five to be bold and to reconnect with the qualities that make each of them uniquely creative, the very skills they'll need to thrive back in the real world. So, this is obviously all pretty much green screen. It looks good, like as far as the quality of, making something from a video game into a film. It looks like spot on from what I've seen of Minecraft. Steve is obviously not like all cute, like they actually got Jack Black being Jack Black. But if you want to go see it, it'll be out on April 4th, 2025, which is my ex's Naldi's birthday. What up, Deedles? Highly doubt she listens to this podcast. We haven't talked in 4 years, 5 years. So I told you guys about 2 weeks ago about the Acolyte's cancellation and Amanda Stenberg speaking out on the cancellation. So Manny Jacinto, who played Khmer, was at a convention. He was at Dragon Con, and someone asked him, what is his personal life goal? He said season 2 of The Acolyte, and the crowd lost it. So, everyone's speaking out on it, like Lee Jung-jae, who played Soul. He was extremely, saddened. I mean, he died. So I get it. You never want something you worked on and you put your blood, sweat, and tears in. I mean, the guy went and actually learned English for this role. You never want it to necessarily go away, because he could have come back as a Force Ghost. But I mean, what can you do? But I mean, I get that he wants to continue playing Khmer, and it would be nice to see more of, like I said, when the show was canceled, what's going to happen with Khmer and Osha and Darth Plagueis. And I don't know, things happen, unfortunately. It sucks, but I mean, what else can you do besides just wish everyone the best? But I would like to see another season of The Acolyte. I mean, even turn it into an animated series if you can. But that's probably not going to happen either. But final story for you guys. Let me check the time on this. Oh, look at that. I'm at 31 minutes and some change. Not really much to edit, but let's go ahead and talk about the last story. So it's the 40th anniversary of Transformers. I believe the original movie is coming back to theaters just in time for Transformers 1. But apparently Studio Trigger dropped a teaser which looks like it is possibly an anime version of Transformers, and I'm down for it, honestly. It was like a quick, I want to say like 30-second trailer, but I was like, okay, can we get that? Because they basically showed like a little bit of Optimus Prime, like it was pretty much dark until like the last like 5 seconds, and like I said, I'm here for it. So I can't wait to see if this is going to actually be like a series or if it's going to be a short or something. But if y'all want to check it out, I will hyperlink I will hyperlink it to the footnote of where I talk about it. Well, the timestamp per se. But yeah, guys, that is it. No reviews this week. My name is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider. That's probably going to be the last time I say that, but that was another episode of the Angry Blerd podcast. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Descriptions for all the socials are in all four corners. So X, Twitter, Angry Blerd Pod, Facebook, Angry Blerd Pod, TikTok for now, Angry Blerd Pod. I think there's like one more month left of that to actually be available in America. Instagram, Angry Blerd Pod. Everything is all the same. So next week I will see y'all where I will be reviewing Beetlejuice, and that might be it. So yeah, guys, peace.